monster.
You'll kill again.
I can't be a vampire.
Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Andrea, and I'm about to do my episode review for The Vampire Diaries, episode 6. So, yeah, I mean, I feel like I keep saying that in every video, but it's the same thing I say, and it's obviously, like, pretty sure you guys know it's me. So basically the episode starts off with Elena waking up because this girl is having bad dreams and she's just not having it. She can't sleep. And she's like, somebody help me because I am hallucinating. And she's like, I need a midnight snack. So she goes downstairs. She's making a cup of coffee or tea, or God knows what she's making. And then she, like, starts seeing Connor. And she's like, you're not really here. And she's like, yeah. He's like, I'm really here. And he's like, no. And then she ends up, like, saying Jeremy. And Jeremy runs downstairs. And she stabs him. And then she really stabs Jeremy, not Connor. And then she's like, oh crap, I stabbed my brother. I can't even handle this right now. Haley and Chris are at Tyler's house and they're talking. And then Haley, like, tries to seduce Tyler. And she's like, and then, like, licks his lips or something like that. Or licks her lips. And I thought that was hilarious. I was like, oh, I thought that was cute. And then I was like, why did she do that, though? Because Tyler's like, what the hell? And then Klaus walks in and he's like, oh, okay, I see what's going on here. And then Caroline walks in and she's like, here's your laptops, here's your old CDs, here's all your crap, take it, I'm not speaking to you. I was like, what? I thought we knew that this wasn't real. And Klaus was like, oh, Caroline, by the thoughts of things of this breakup, I'm guessing you've met Haley. And he's like, not the time, Klaus. So then Klaus leaves, like, come on, let's let these kids talk. So then they're talking, and they're laughing, and they're looking at each other, and they're like, do you think he bought it? And she's like, hell, I bought it. But then they're kissing, and then Haley looks so sad, and I was like, poor Haley. But then I was, like, wondering, why in the world everyone looks so familiar to April? She's like, oh, my dad taught a seminar class, like, oh, that's how I know him. And I'm like, why does everyone look so familiar to April? Like, is she a potential hunter or something? Or, like, I hope they put her storyline, like, I see her storyline finally going somewhere, just because, like, I've been picking out little pieces from other episodes, and I'm just like, how do they know each other? Like, how does April think she knows everyone in this?
I don't remember, hold on.
Then, Klaus comes over to Elena's house because he's like, oh, well, I'm outside. He's like, oh, time to face music. That's what Damon says. Elena's, like, walking downstairs because Klaus and Stefan are outside, and then she walks downstairs, she sees Damon, she's like, Damon! She sees Connor, she's like, oh, hell no! And she, like, runs out, and that's when Klaus sees her, and Klaus grabs her and takes her to her house, and then he locks her in a room, and this room is so pretty. I was like, oh, it's so pretty. This doesn't look like jail at all. And then, she starts seeing Catherine in her hallucinations, and I was like, holy crap, like, Catherine's back, but just kidding, it's really Connor. And I'm just like, this is really creepy.
This is really creepy.
Catherine starts blaming Elena on everything, and then at the same time, I'm like, yeah, I agree with a bunch of it, but I'm not trying to fight because you guys always get mad when I talk bad about Elena or whatever. But, like, at the same time, I'm like, I see it being Elena's fault too, a bunch of stuff that, like, Catherine was saying, and I've always said that in other episodes. But it's always to save Elena, so it's like, okay, why did that happen to Abby? Because of Elena. But then everyone's always like, it's not Elena's fault, it's Damon's for killing her, or it's Stefan's for doing this. So I'm not even going to talk about that, but you guys know me, I've already said that in some of my episodes, it's like, yeah, I agreed with Catherine.
One of my favorite quotes of this episode was where
Jeremy's running down, and he's like, what did he say? He was like, okay, did we figure out how to fix this? And she's like, yeah, we need your help. She's like, great. And he's like, we need you to kill a vampire. He's like, great. Give me a steak, I'll kill Damon right now. And I thought that was hilarious. Like, great, give me a steak, I'll kill Damon right now. I thought that was hilarious. My favorite quote of the episode, by far. I was seriously about to start bawling my eyes out when we saw Elena's mom. And I was like, oh, heck no. I'd like to see my mom telling me to kill myself. How am I not going to do it? Like, I'm just like, I was in tears. She's like, I'm sorry, I was a disappointment to you, Mommy. And I was like, oh, heck no. I was seriously, like, about to start crying. It was that bad. And then, she's like, but what about Jeremy? I can't leave him. And he's like, oh, well, like, Jeremy needs a ghost. He doesn't need an evil vampire. And I was like, no. And then Elena, like, grabs her ring and she throws it into the water, like, straight up like it's the Titanic. And I was like, alright, Elena, quit that because this is not the Titanic right now. She's like, drop it in the ocean. No, okay. So she drops her ring into Wickery Bridge. She's like, I'm Rose from the Titanic. Let me just drop this. And I was like, this is not the Titanic, Elena. Basically, Caroline is stalking Klaus at this point. He's like, oh, hey, it's you. And then he's like, let me buy you a drink. And she's like, alright, fine. And then at the end, she's like, Elena ends up running away, right? So then, Klaus, she's like, okay, Klaus, I wasn't only here to help you give us back Elena. I was actually here to, like, get you to stay here while Steph and everyone got Elena out. But here's the deal. She kind of ran away. And he's like, oh, hell no. You may be the prettiest thing in the world right now, Caroline, but if you don't be quiet, I'm going to kill you. And he's like, wait, we know how to fix it. And he's like, all right, well, you have 5 seconds to tell me what's going on. Well, I'm guessing that she said that we need Jeremy to kill a vampire. And he's like, all right. So that's when they get the hybrid and they kill him. And then Haley's like, oh! And then Tyler's like, what?
What the hell?
What the hell, man? I thought that was hilarious. Damon ends up saving Elena, and I thought that was really cute. I was like, oh, cute. And then we go to me looking at Elena, and I'm like, Elena, you better pick between Steph and Damon right now, because I'm getting sick and tired of all these storylines going on. Like, you better pick one. Just pick one. Okay? Because you're not Catherine. You can't have both. But like I've always said, I'm not Stellana or Delena, so I like both. Poor Tyler. I was like sitting there like just saying like, poor Tyler, this isn't fair. So Caroline walks in, he's with Haley on the couch, like, we're just paying our respects for Chris. And then he's like, how did you get Klaus to agree to give you one of his hybrids? And he's like,
go on a date with him.
I promised to go out on a date with him. And I was like, oh hell no, Caroline, why would you even do that? And I was just so mad at her, and I was like, no. And then Tyler's like, serving himself some bourbon, he just throws it to the wall, and I was like, poor Tyler. Damon's at the bar, and he's like, give me a shot of bourbon. Make that too. And he's like, still saving a seat for Mr. Saltzman. And he's like, what do you want? He's like, I'm not looking for new drinking, buddy. And then Matt's like, I know you don't like me, but I found out some things, and I need to tell somebody. Because, like, that guy is really creepy, because then that's when April comes in, and April just thinks she, like, knows everyone. So I'm asking you guys, do you guys think April's a potential hunter, or what is going on with April? Lastly, Stellana breaks up. Yes. Moment of silence, guys. So sad, but at the same time, I was, like, sitting there, I was like, this is so sad. But, you know, it happens. I think they're going to play out the Delena storyline more now. But I was just like, that's going to make Elena look like a little bit of a whore, in my point of view. But as I said, I like both. I love Selena and I love Delena. But yeah, it's sad. So yeah, that was basically my episode review. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it's a little weird. If it's lagging, I'm sorry. It's still out of the country and I can't use my camera. And lastly, yeah, what do you guys think about the teacher, dude? Because he was like, once you get your hunter, you're going to have to come look for me. And yeah, that's basically it. And yeah, love you guys. Sorry for the lagging. I'm also sick, so if my voice sounded funny, that's why. Bye, guys.